In this tutorial, we're going to go through the process of connecting your LQ SIP client to a Grandstream SIP server. We are first going to start with the setup of your Grandstream server. For this tutorial, we're using the model number UCM6202. First, go to the IP address of the SIP server and log in. The first thing you have to do is create an extension for the LQ to connect. Go to the PBX tab at the top of the page, then Extensions on the left side of the screen. I currently have two extensions set up, one for the Grandstream desk phone and one for MicroSIP, which is a soft phone currently installed on my PC. To add the LQ, click the Create New Extension drop-down and select Create New SIP Extension. A new window will pop up. First, decide what extension you want to give the LQ. For today's demo, I'm going to make it extension 1010. Next, I'm going to disable the voicemail. Now I'm going to give it a name. Since this is going to be LQ Connection 1, I'm going to label it LQ1. Now change the password. I would recommend something simple, so I'm going to make it CC1234. And make sure the same password is also entered in the user password section below. Now we're going to click Save, and then at the top of the window, Apply Changes. We are now going to set up the LQ. Go to the IP address of the LQ in Google Chrome and log in. The default username and password is admin. Go to the Accounts tab at the top of the screen, then click the SIP icon on the left. The first thing we need to do is actually add the connection to the SIP server. So click the plus sign on the left side of the screen. Feel free changing the label to whatever you would like to make this. For today's purposes, we're going to keep it as SIP1. In the registrar proxy IP area, change this to the hostname or IP address of the SIP server. This should be the same IP address you used previously to log in to the system. The port defaults to 5060, which should work for today's connection. Talk to your IT administrator if this needs to be different. Now go down to Accounts and click the plus sign. In Label, give this first connection a name. For this demo, I'm going to simply label it as LQ1, since that is the name I gave it within the Grandstream server. In User, we will also enter 1010, since this is the actual extension that we gave it in the SIP server. Then in Password, enter the same value for the SIP server, which was CC1234. And then finally, in the LQ assignment dropdown, select the LQ that we are connecting to, then click the check mark. After a few seconds, you should see a green check mark showing that it is now connected. And if you scroll your mouse over it and click, it will say that it is online. In order to complete the connection of your SIP server, you now need to add the LQ1 SIP connection to a channel within your LQ. To do this, go to the Assignments page, select the channel you would like to use, then select the plus sign for LQ1. So now, if I open up MicroSIP on my PC and dial the extension for that LQ, we will see it connect and automatically pick up the phone. Each LQ SIP client allows for up to 8 individual SIP connections. To do this, simply repeat the directions that we just went through and add them to the Accounts page here. For more information on how to complete the connection from the LQ SIP to a 2-wire or 4-wire device, please visit our solutions page at www.clearcom.com/SIP. We have more directions and videos available.